Tesla made sure that its factory in Austin, Texas had a lot of extra space for possible future growth. We thought the automaker would add more floor space and facilities at some point, but it may likely happen sooner than we thought. So in today's video, we will cover everything on the Tesla Giga Texas expansion and much more. Welcome to Smarter Tech, and without further ado, let's get started. Firstly, a recent report from Sawyer Merritt, which Teslarati shared, says that Tesla has already filed the official paperwork to add another 500,000 square feet to the factory. All this started back in 2014 when Tesla looked at a 1,500-acre site on US Route 79 at frame switch between the towns of Hutto and Taylor, northeast of the Greater Austin Center, as its next factory. In the end, Tesla decided to build Giga Nevada, formerly known as Gigafactory 1 in Nevada, in 2014. By June 2020, another place near Austin was being thought about. It is a 2,100-acre plot of land between what used to be called Harold Green Road and Texas State Highway 130. On June 16, 2020, the Travis County Commissioner's Court discussed a possible package of incentives for Tesla. And now, the Gigafactory 5 will be built in Del Valle, Texas, near Austin. This was announced on July 22, 2020, during a Q2 2020 earnings call. By the end of July 2020, the building had already started. And through the Texas Tax Code Chapter 313 program, the Tesla Gigafactory got tax breaks from the state worth about $50 million. In the last week of August 2021, the first fully furnished Tesla Model Y came off the line at Giga Texas. This was part of a test run. On June 15, 2021, Tesla and Austin Community College District announced a program to train people to work in manufacturing. The program was supposed to begin in August 2021 and last 14 weeks. At this time, Elon Musk said in December 2021 that Giga Texas would need a total investment of at least $10 billion and could hire as many as 20,000 people. People have seen cars being made inside and outside of the factory. Before we continue, hold up. If you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can enjoy our future videos while getting updated. Getting back to the topic, the first cars made at the factory were delivered on April 7, 2022 at a party called Cyber Rodeo. The factory also makes Model Y cars for the eastern United States and will be the main factory for the Tesla Cybertruck and the Tesla Semi. With all this operation and the expected ramp-up in production, definitely, Tesla Giga Texas needs expansion. The interesting thing is that even with expansion underway, there are problems with the supply chain. People are talking about Tesla laying off workers, and work is still being done on the existing structure, which is one of the largest in the world. The current footprint is 4.33 million square feet, but the total floor space is much bigger. According to CEO Elon Musk, the existing structure is comparable to 3 pentagons or roughly 15 city blocks. So far, Tesla submitted paperwork to Austin asking permission to enlarge Gigafactory Texas with a massive new 500,000 square foot structure. Despite its size, Tesla still has plenty of potentials to grow at the site because the existing construction is situated on a 3.3 square mile sized plot of land. Well, Tesla intends to construct 2 new assembly lines in that new building, as GEA typically refers to the General Assembly. It is unclear whether this would be done to enhance the output of the Model Ys now being made at the factory, or if Tesla intends to use the space to produce additional models like the Cybertruck and Tesla Semi that are rumored to be coming to Gigafactory Texas next year. However, Tesla is keeping quiet about the ramp-up of Model Y production at the Gigafactory in Texas. But still, Electrek recently revealed that insider data places to output for the first time at a few thousand units per week. It needs to be clarified if this is possible, as Tesla has complained that its structural battery pack and new 4680 battery cells are a bottleneck. Moreover, there are hints that Tesla is now producing Model Y long-range vehicles with 2170 cells to bypass that capacity limitation. Not only does Tesla desire high-volume production at the facility, but the manufacturer also wants to be vertically integrated down to on-site fabrication of battery cells, making Texas one of the largest factories in the world. In addition to increasing production at the factory to produce 4680 cells, Tesla is also constructing a cathode processing facility there. Recently, they gave an update on how things are going to make 4680 battery cells. This quarter, Tesla plans to start making 4680 format battery cells at the Texas Gigafactory. By the end of the year, they want to be able to make more than Hutto pilot line near their car factory in Fremont, California. During the analyst conference on the latest quarterly numbers, Tesla manager Drew Baglino explained this. Currently, the pilot line can only make 4,680 cells, which is not enough to power 1,000 vehicles per week. The challenge is still to figure out how to make the new technologies like dry electrodes in a controlled way. But according to the website Electrek, this would mean a production capacity of less than 4 gigawatt-hour per year. At 60 kilowatt-hour per car, 4,680 battery cells would have to produce 60 megawatt-hour per week or 3 gigawatt-hour per year. That is a small amount of production, but it is still a lot. But since this is the pilot line, the fact that the limit is 4 gigawatt-hour or 1,000 vehicles per week is not surprising. This is likely to change soon because of large-scale production. For Texas, the cell equipment was fully installed and turned on last quarter, and by the end of the line, they had made their first test vehicles with Texas cells. Their goal for Texas is to start production this quarter, and by the end of the year, Texas should be able to beat Cato's weekly production. Cato Road is where Tesla's current pilot line is, and it's called Cato. On the other side, Tesla is building the standard range version of the Model Y, which is only sold in North America at Giga Texas in Austin, which opened in April. This version has 4680 cells and structural battery packs, but the Model Y long range, which is now also made there, probably still uses the smaller 2170 cells and traditional battery packs. Tesla says it doesn't depend on how fast the 4680s are being made in California and Texas. According to Elon Musk, Tesla has enough 2170 format cells to make all of the cars it needs for the rest of the year. He said again and again that the 4680 cells will be important in 2023, not this year. Also, Tesla doesn't just want to rely on its own 4680 productions. In May, Panasonic started its pilot production in Japan, and then last week it was reported that the battery factory for mass production will probably be built in Kansas. Samsung SDI is building the pilot line for its 4680 line in Shonan, and it is thought that the series production will happen later in Malaysia. New comments from Tesla are also interesting because they show that the automaker doesn't want to depend on ramping up the production of 4680 cells for new vehicle programs. Musk was also asked if the 4680 production ramp would affect the Cybertruck. Even though the CEO didn't say that the electric pickup truck doesn't use the cells like the Tesla Semi, he did say that he doesn't think it will be affected. But do you think the 4680 being produced at Giga Texas will affect the production of the Cybertruck? Let us know in the comments. In the spirit of expansion and ramping up, Tesla Giga Texas keeps adding to its production capacity and is getting close to making 1,000 cars per week. The goal should be reached in the next couple of months. But this is the norm. Manufacturers have the most challenging time getting to the point of mass production. But as their production goes up, Tesla will be able to make more Model Ys. They'll surely readjust. Anyway, what do you think of how Tesla are expanding? Do you think it's part of their strategy to remain the #1 electric car company? Are they trying to build a monopoly? Comment down below. Also, please leave a like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for more amazing videos. Goodbye!